Peace, peace. How y'all doing? Hey. You know I'm in my thank you. You know I'm in my creative bag right now, so I gotta make things look like the stars are falling around me. I decided to try some filters. I never did that before, so I said, let me try something different. How y'all doing? Hey, Noni. I put a filter on, girl, so I can do my little stars. How y'all doing? Yeah, I knew y'all was gonna smack me upside the head with the movie Leave the World Behind. I knew y'all was gonna smack me with that. I said, Lord have mercy, how long till I get on here before y'all smack me upside the head with it? So let me tell you something about it though. Let me say something to you about this movie. I'm going to do a breakdown about it on Sunday. It's not going to be tonight. Why? Because when I went to try to watch it, I fell asleep and I couldn't watch it. So I need to watch it like during the day. So I'm going to take the time out to watch it tomorrow during the day, where I don't pass out and go to sleep on myself. And then I'm going to give you guys a complete breakdown. From what I saw when I first watched the first couple minutes of the movie, where you got the dude and his daughter popping up. Like, I watched all the way up to the part of the dude and his daughter popping up, reclaiming their house back, which I'm not even sure if it's really their house just yet, although he did seem to know where some things were in the house. With Julia Roberts acting weird, and the husband acting like whatever. That's where I passed out and went to sleep at. So I didn't get a chance to watch the whole. Wait, no. There was a part. Okay. Wait. There was a part with the deers. There was a part with the deers. And then a bunch of deers. And I'm like, what the hell? The hell going on right now? I remember, I think maybe I woke up and saw that or something because it was playing or something. I don't know. But nonetheless, I'm going to watch it tomorrow. It is his house. That's what he was saying. He said it was his house. And you know the movie was directed by Michelle and Barack Obama, so you already know. Now, there's a live I did on my Telegram. I think it was a year ago, 2 years ago. It's too funny to me. And my girl Yasleen reminded me of this. She said, Isis said, you did a live called The Dark Winter. And she said, I think you was ahead of your time on your lives. And, you know, looking back on it now, 2020, hindsight's 2020, I definitely was ahead of my time when I was putting out a lot of these lives, right? And then you also had folks that were going off the Gregorian calendar and not using any common sense. And you have folks that just weren't present enough to see the events that actually were taking place. People just weren't present enough to recognize what was happening, okay? I'm going to let y'all know right now. I am doing a 2024 predictions. You notice I did the 2023 predictions, and then I did the 2023 premonitions, and I didn't do no more after that. If you guys go back and listen to the videos, and I even stated in the video that we're dealing with the calendar from March to March as the new year, okay? So we still got some time to go yet before we actually hit the original year of 2024. Let me just start there, okay? But when 2024 comes in, I'm going to let you guys know it's going to seem like something out of a movie. It's already seeming like something out of a movie, but this is going to be times 10, okay? This is going to be times 10. This is going to be turn-up season. Massive shifts taking place in the month of November. And I was going to ask you guys, have you guys, December. I was going to ask you guys, have you guys been feeling the shifts? There's been a lot going on. Hey, Racine. Vaughn X9, Coach Genchi. I got my regulars in the building. All right, so Instagram's algorithm has been literally tearing my ass up on this platform. The algorithm has literally limited me from having access to my followers. They've been really keeping me. I don't even know why this is even being done anymore. But I'm going to start spending some time over on TikTok. I am the realest to ever do it over on TikTok. I'm going to start doing some lives over there. So I want you to check me out there. I also have a second Instagram page, which is strictly my music page, which is called Ajay Nike. If you guys get a chance, it's called Ajay Nike Music. Okay, I mean AJENIKE Music over at that page. I'll be over there. That's my music page. That's where you're going to see a lot of music stuff happening with me over there. And I'm going to strictly kind of focus on the craft. You know what I'm saying? So you guys are going to see me in the studio. You're going to see me recording music. You're going to hear new music. This is where I'm going to showcase different things. If I'm doing the show, you're going to see it over there. So that's going to be that for that particular page. But I'm going to start spending a little bit more time over on TikTok, because I got over like 6,000 followers over there, and I'm never on there. I don't even know where these people came from because I'm not on TikTok. But one of my friends asked me to get on there, and I got on there the other night, and I said, damn, I need to get on here and start talking to this audience that I have. So I'm going to start doing my lives over on TikTok. So make sure you check me out. I'm the realest to ever do it over on TikTok. Make sure you check for me over there, okay? You miss my face, Melanin Awaken? All right, so here's what should be happening with you guys before coming into 2024. I wanted to come on board and I wanted to have a conversation with you guys about this. What should be happening is that you should be doing a lot of purging, a lot of releasing of dense energies. Some of you guys are probably tired of the same old things that's been going on, and you're looking for something different, right? You may feel this way. Some of you guys are still going through your ascension symptoms. A lot of you guys are coming online, especially the goddesses. Do you remember when they had announced several weeks ago about this new particle that came in? Okay, this particle is the goddess particle that came in. And this goddess particle is bringing down the divine feminine energy. And Source wants everyone to get prepared, because it is going to shift back to the divine feminine, and you're going to see a lot more women in positions of power. Okay, I'm letting you know that right now. That's the way it has to be. It's not going to be no other way. And it's time for a lot of this patriarchy systems that you see in place, all that's coming and crumbling down left and right. Okay, this is about us getting back into our heart space, getting back into our feeling, because we've been too much in our masculine, which is up here, in our logical minds. We're not feeling enough. When you're not feeling enough, you don't have the ability to be able to discern properly. Okay? You're not able to get certain answers properly because you don't even feel anything. Okay? We've been living in a society that tells you everything has to be logic. Everything has to be logical. That's actually not true. Now, what you want to do is you do want to have a balance between the logical mind and the divine feminine heart space. Okay? But the divine feminine heart space not only gives you the ability to feel, but also gives you the ability to create. Okay? So you want to start getting into your creative space. My famous words that I'm using right now is that I'm in my creative bag. That's what people hear me saying now. That's what people hear me saying now. I'm in my creative bag. What does that mean? You guys are going to see me out here on some whole other stuff. Okay? I done took the braids out. I'm letting my hair breathe. The hair done grew extra long now. Let my hair breathe a little bit, but I got a new style that's coming out, but I'm not going to tell y'all what it is. I'm just going to see me put a picture up and y'all going to see it. Okay? Definitely something different. Definitely something you would not expect me to do, but I can't wait to rock it out. I'm looking forward to it. It's just me transitioning into my highest potential and my full creative space, which I'm really looking forward to. Okay? And I want to say to everybody out here that are going through your processes, that are purging, that are feeling, that are putting in the work, I want to say congratulations to you, because you need to get rid of this dense energy by March. I'm telling y'all right now. Because in order for you to deal with the energies that are coming in on this planet, you're going to need to shed the dense energies. You're going to need to shed the dense energies, babies. I'm telling you what I know. Okay? So make sure you're being mindful about what you eat. Make sure you're getting enough exercise. Make sure you're spending enough time grounding. Make sure you're doing that. More than ever, there's a lot more people that is being body snatched. We've had a couple of cases where people have reached out to me. Parents have reached out to us. And their children are literally body snatched. Like literally snatched up. What do I mean by body snatched? Possessed by like 300, 400, 500 different malevolent beings. But these particular beings actually have the ability to transmute those actual beings and get them to get the higher DNA strands so those beings can actually ascend. Those are called the Indigo 3 children. Okay? And I'm going to talk about that when I come back and I start doing my lives on YouTube. I got a lot of information that I want to disseminate to you guys. A lot of information is going to have to be explained. A lot of spells are being a lot of spells are being removed. A lot of things are being cleansed. A lot of lies have been told to us. A lot of things that we've seen in front of our faces that we thought was legit is not. Some of us already peaked and already called that out early back in the 90s, but now it's starting to become more and more prevalent in terms of these systems and what's been put in place and how these systems are going to be removed. Okay? You got individuals out here that have been pushing an agenda. I'm not even sure if they're even educated at the fact that they were pushing an agenda. But I'm going to let y'all know right now. I'm going to share something with y'all. Anybody talking about anything non-ether, black sun, anything like that, I'm telling y'all right now, there are dimensions higher than the ninth dimension. It is recessive. The DNA is recessive. Okay? We've been lied to about a lot of stuff. If you ain't talking about at least the 11th dimension and up, then everything else that you got, that everybody else is talking about, you're going to have to start questioning it now. Okay? I'm going to do a presentation. I'm going to point out some of these systems that have been operating under these dimensions. Because a lot of people were getting caught up with the whole ET thing. Oh, I just want to deal with the ET, this, that, and the third, not realizing that some of the entities that you're calling upon and that you're dealing with, they're utilizing your energy, feeding off of your energy so they can manifest the reality that they want. You got to be careful on the types of entities that you're calling down. You got to be careful. So I'm going to talk about the different types of races of beings, the different types of species. Certain species we love to give reverence to. What people don't realize is that when you give reverence to something, then you're not fully educated about what you're giving reverence to. You give those entities your energy, and then they utilize your energy to turn around and enslave you. Okay? What they're planning on doing now is they're planning on bringing the same energy back in again to enslave the entire planet yet again. Now, I want you to think about something. If you are dealing with beings that are talking about enslaving humanity, you have to know that those beings don't have your highest and greatest good. It's just common sense. If you're dealing with entities that are still talking about hierarchy systems, now you're starting talking about reptilians, you're starting to talk about the Greys, you start talking about the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki are fallen angels. Okay? They're fallen angels. And the truth of the matter is, something that Source revealed to me not too long ago, that kind of blew my wig back, is that you first have to understand the dimension that you're currently in and the fact that you're here. You need to understand that you being in existence in the third dimension also places you in a fallen state. That means everybody that's on this live right now, everybody that's living on this planet right now is in what you call a fallen state. This is the reason why you have to heal. This is the reason why your DNA has to be activated. This is the reason why you must get elevation. This is the reason why you must get activations. This is the reason why you have to put that kind of work in order for you to get to the next level. So if you're talking about individuals that are still running the programs of separation, okay, those are gene recessive beings that are not going to evolve past. I'm letting y'all know right now, they're not going to evolve past where they are. They're going to remain locked in where they are. So when you start listening to these speakers and the messages that they're putting out there, okay, I'm going to bring a truth to you guys that you probably never heard of before, or you probably have heard of before, or you may have questioned it, or you may have thought about some things, or maybe you might have got a download about something, but you weren't sure. Okay? Everybody should be working towards their own elevation so they can get the hell on. That's what this whole thing is about. We are working towards something. We're working towards a law of one. We are working to come and learn how to work together. Because in the cosmos, there is no war in the cosmos. The war only exists from the ninth dimension down. That's where the warring is. Okay? But when you start talking about going up into the higher realms, which I had an opportunity to actually self-actualize and detach myself and tap into my cosmic self and go and sit in that space. It's very peaceful up there. Okay? It's very peaceful up there. But the lower the density goes, I mean, the lower the dimensions are, the more density appears. The more things you have to deal with. The more issues you have to deal with. So I want you to be very clear about something. 3D Earth houses a lot of the fallen angels. Okay? A lot of the fallen ones. Okay? A lot of us on this earth, probably the majority of us on this earth, have been operating in a fallen state for quite some time. To the point to where we have regressed so much in our intelligence. We have regressed so much in our critical thinking. We have regressed so much in our knowledge, our information, to the point to where some people are starting to act with their animal DNA. That's now becoming more prevalent and coming to the forefront for those who are operating in a lesser state. Okay? When they begin to, when they become recessive, they're lowering themselves and they're succumbing to that DNA. So when you see people acting like animals, that part of their DNA is activated. Okay? I want to be clear. When you say that, and we're in the ghetto, aka the ghetto, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to say to make it make sense to you, then yes, that would be the case. Okay? The goal here is to get us to elevate, to get past that. So now, when you start talking about states of consciousness, a lot of us are not operating in the 3D realm when it comes to state of consciousness. Now, this is how it works. Starts with the consciousness first. And as you become more conscious, and as your mind continues to expand, and your consciousness continues to expand, then the body follows. Because as your consciousness is expanding, the more you learn, the more you start to realize how much you must take care of your vessel in order to hold certain energies, right? Because if you are tapping in, let's say, to the human body itself has the ability to go up to 15 dimensions. The human body is capable of going all the way up to the 15th dimension, the human body. Okay? That's going to take a lot of discipline. That's going to take a lot of expanding the consciousness. That's also going to take a lot of education, a lot of knowledge, a lot of things that's going to come to you that's going to help you get yourself into the higher realms, things of that nature. But it's a process. It's a working process. Now, let me explain what happens to you when you decide that you're not going to heal, especially during this time period that we're currently living in right now. When you decide that you're not going to heal, you will reincarnate. The problem with that is that what hasn't been told to the masses is that this is the last incarnation. Why am I saying this? Because the higher ups have already made a decision that they were going to cut things off. I believe the 11th dimension, the 11th or 12th dimension, they're cutting it off there. Because there's been so much stuff that's been happening where a lot of people's energy has been utilized because they're calling on entities that they have no education and no idea about. They have opened up portals themselves and have helped these entities come in and take over the planet. Now, I'm going to share something with y'all. There is a parallel Earth on this planet. I'm going to say it again. There is a parallel Earth on this planet. In other words, there is another section that you can go to that is considered to be the parallel Earth. Can you get there? Yes, you can. There are actual bridges that you can get to the parallel Earth. Okay? However, that parallel Earth has already been taken over by the malevolent beings. Now what they're trying to do is they're trying to bridge that Earth to this one so they can take over this one. Okay? So, in the process of this happening, and I want you guys to be clear about what I'm about to tell you. In the process of this happening, certain decisions had to be made by the higher ups. And those decisions that had been made was to cut off from 12D up. What does that mean? There isn't going to be any more third dimensional Earth. That's what that means. So where are you going to reincarnate back to? You're not. You're going to turn into pure stardust. I want you to be clear about what I'm saying to you. Pure stardust. Even your spirit is going to be fractalized. We got another 200 more years on this planet. Another 20, 30 more years before this place floods. Okay? However, let me just say this one thing. Depending on the vibrational frequency that you're operating on, depending on the world that you're creating for yourself, depending on the reality that you actually create for yourself, because you literally can create your own world and your own reality even as we speak, there will be certain things that you do not have to experience. There's going to be a lot of things that you're going to be seeing going on in 2024. And I'm going to advise you, do not get yourself emotionally caught up in the things that you're seeing. Because the moment that you get yourself emotionally caught up, you've now lowered your frequency down to the level of what it is that you're looking at. In which case, whatever it is that you're entertaining has the ability to now affect you. So it is imperative that you keep your vibrational frequencies up. I don't know who that is, Coach Genchi. Hey, Seven. Stardust return is the beginning. However, in this particular case, when you're cut off from the other dimensions, it's the end. And those were some of the things that I wanted to have a conversation with you guys about. I know I haven't had a chance to talk to you guys. I haven't had a chance to catch up with you guys to let you guys know exactly what's going on. I know I've been missing in action, but let me tell you something. There's several reasons why I decided to not do as many lives. One, I wanted to detach myself so you guys could begin to start doing this stuff for yourself. What I saw that was happening was that there were too many people that were relying on the words of these speakers out here. And my whole thing is, when do you start thinking for yourself? When do you start doing that? And I miss you guys too, dearly. But there's a lot of work that I have out there, and you guys got access to it for free. You're supposed to take that work and apply it to yourself so you can grow and develop. I'm in a different space now because I've been doing a lot of healing. And I wanted to take some time out for myself to dedicate the same amount of time I was putting into y'all. I need to put that same amount of time into myself so I could do that. Okay? Hey, Izzy. You said it helped NBCC A-Rod? I'm glad that it helped. It's also part of the reason why I left Telegram. I only post there every once in a while. Part of the reasons why I'm not on my Discord like that. Because I needed you guys to start thinking for yourselves. And I've seen a lot of y'all out here getting active, which is good. That's what I wanted you to do. I needed y'all to get active. Thank you. For the ladies, I do want to make you guys aware, I'm doing an Oshun full moon ritual strictly for the women. It is to help you reconnect to your divine feminine and help you heal from all of the traumas that you suffered from the masculine and help you get back to your softer self. It's a very powerful ceremony that I'm doing on the 26th of December. I want you to log on to shopliswisdom.com. And I want you to see where it says, you'll see it on the website, Oshun Full Moon Ritual, and go and sign up. Okay? It's going to be a very powerful ritual. You'll see everything that we're offering in there as far as all the services that we're going to be doing during that particular session. Oshun, the Orisha Oshun will be present. Okay? We even have messages. We're going to have a channel message from Oshun, but she also will be assisting in the healing. I will definitely be doing it, and also Princess Makita Wire will also be a part of it. So it'll be me and Princess and Mama Oshun. Bring your yellow dresses or your white dresses and your head wraps. Make sure your spiritually cleaned off, and bring Mama offering your yellow flowers. Okay? ShopIsisWisdom.com. Thank you very much, beloved. I really appreciate you. I haven't heard, I don't know, no, I haven't seen the Venice Hendricks story. No, I don't know what that is. I'm not tapped in. Like I told you, I've been checked up out of there. I've been checked up out. Someone said, I can see the difference in you. It's beautiful to see your growth. Thank you very much. Someone asked, any tips about channeling star family members? Before you get to channeling anything, first and foremost, woo! I'm actually going to teach a class about channeling. All right, but let me give you some tips. He said tips. 1, make sure you're using your heart space so you can feel. So you know for a fact that it's your star family. Your star family will have your highest and greatest good. Your star families never come to you. They're not going to talk crazy about people to you. Okay? They don't operate in that space. They're operating from the heart space. They're only going to tell you things that's for your best and highest and greatest good. If you have things coming to you and speaking to you that's not speaking on that level, that is not your star family that you're speaking to. That's number 1. Number 2, you got to set up filters on your channels. Number 3, when you're done channeling, shut your channels down and then call in your sweepers to clean up your channels. You should always clean up your channels after every channeling session that you do. Okay? It's going to take time to discern the energy. It is imperative that you know the energy of your star family. It's imperative that you know the energy of your ancestors. If you channel the Orisha, it's imperative that you know the energy of the Orisha. Okay? There's even certain ways that you can actually program and set your channels up a certain specific way, where only you would know if it's your ancestors speaking, or if it's your angelic court speaking to you, or if it's your guide speaking to you, or whoever it is that's speaking to you. Only you would know this information because you would program your channels to operate a specific way. Okay? So I hope that helped. I do got some classes that are going to be coming up. I'm actually going to be posting a flyer, and you're also going to see it on ShopIsisWisdom.com. Y'all been asking for this class, so I'm finally going to put it up. It's called Activate Your God Powers 1. You guys are not ready for this. Okay? Now, this class is exclusive. It is not open to the public in the way that you think. You are going to have to go through a clearance process. You are going to have to get clearance in order for you to be a part of this class. The class is $150, 2-hour course. Online via Zoom. Okay? Letting you know that right now. And it'll be posted up on the website tomorrow. The title of the class is called Activate Your God Powers 1. I'm telling y'all right now, this is going to blow a lot of your wigs back. Your wig is going to get blown back, okay, all the way over here, because some of you guys do not know what you're capable of doing. And I'm going to show you what you're capable of doing. Okay? ShopIsisWisdom.com will be the site that you sign up. I'll be posting it on the website either late tonight or tomorrow, and you can go ahead and sign up for the course. Make sure that you follow instructions and you request for clearance. How do you do that? Go to the Contact Us section of the website. ShopIsisWisdom.com, put in a request for clearance. I suggest you start doing that now. I will let you know if you have clearance. Okay? The site, like I said, the class will go up on the website either tonight or tomorrow. And if I give you clearance, just go in and pay for it. Now, I'm only alerting a certain amount of people in this course. I'm letting you know that right now. So it's first come, first serve, and I will cut the course off and I will shut it down. Okay? So I'm letting you know that right now. Activate your God powers. Okay? I have another course coming up that's way more advanced than the free course I gave, which is called Self-Defense 1. This is a whole nother level of self-defense. Okay? I gave you a freebie on my Telegram, but this ain't shit compared to that. That ain't shit compared to what I'm going to teach you in Self-Defense 1. Okay? That class is also coming up. That class is also $150 for that course as well. Okay? So you guys are going to love that. me and Esoteric Truth has a course to teach you how to remove implants from your body. Okay, that is a $300 course. That class is for 3 hours being held on Zoom. You're going to learn about every single type of implant that exists out there today. And you're going to be trained on how to actually remove the implants out of your body. So this is us teaching you how to do this shit for yourself. Okay? You're going to learn how to do this for yourself. We're empowering you. All right? Yes. I'm also going to be having facilitator training courses, which I'm going to teach you on how to operate in the quantum realm and how to do healing, quantum healing. These are going to be full-fledged courses that I'm going to be having, I'm going to be offering for people to learn and be trained properly. Okay? Yes, insane. Yes, they're great prices. I'm not trying to be out here trying to knock your head off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to do that. So that's going to be really dope. If you cannot make the course, and only if you cannot make the course, you will get the recorded version of the class. If you cannot make the course. Only for those who pay and cannot make it. All right? You will email me ahead of time and let me know that you cannot make it, and I will send you the course. That course will be sign in only, so you will have your own password for you to sign in to view the course. Okay? You guys are welcome. Oh, the school is here, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Some of y'all are already in my school in the Astrals. Some of you guys are already in my school in the Astrals. Yes. Is it the filter or is it an actual white glow around you? Well, I do have a white glow. Okay, let me just say that. And I was kind of hoping you weren't going to see that. Because I saw it too and I was like, damn, is this really happening right now? Yes, I'm always glowing in my lives, guys. I'm always glowing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Neo Cosmos, me brother. Nice shubunu ka nika tichika boko tu kanela ke titika moko tu katia te dakana kotono kotama ka chiki na pakotuna katide ta kotoroko. Mouka takata de gatu kotono moko tu no aki a chichika na makatoroko okono makata ki na mabakasha katano kotomoko na ya babakata do kotoroboko. Nina kashi kikamamoko tiki mamakati ya teraka teroko boko dia dakata ka bamoko tuno moko dia kati ya katoroko kuku. Yaka shikitina mako tarayama pakani ya katerako aotu koma bakani ya katini ya pokotum shiketera katerako koko. Now, you felt that in your chest? Because I'm activating you. You want me to sing my light song, Ajanike? Go over to the Ajanike page. Now, I have some meditations that I'm going to be putting up on my Patreon channel. That's getting ready. It is active, but I told y'all not to sign up, and you guys wouldn't sign up anyway. Because you hard-headed. Anyway, I do got some meditations that I've been working on. I'm doing some meditations to help clear out cords. A lot of people are running around with cords all throughout their body, and they don't realize how these cords are affecting you and how they can manipulate you. Okay? So these cords, this meditation that I'm going to be doing is actually you're going to feel the energy of the actual cords being pulled out of your body. These cords can be placed there due to witchcraft. These cords can be placed there due to heartbreak. These cords can be placed there due to past relationships, any type of situationship that you may have been in, whether it's business related, what have you. Okay? Any cords that you have that are attached to you that's not for your highest and greatest good will be removed from this meditation. It's a very powerful meditation. Now, for those of you who know me, who's been rocking with me from day one, who's actually been a part of my meditations, you guys know how powerful my meditations are, but this shit is on steroids. Okay? So I got several different types of meditations that I'm going to be placing on the Patreon, but you have to have a membership to get access to them, okay, and to utilize them and do your thing with them and whatnot. So I'm going to be putting together some things that you guys can do on your own, You know, cleansing yourself off, energetically cleansing yourself off, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be very powerful. You need that meditation? Listen, I got a meditation that's so cold, fam. I wish I could share it with y'all, but man, I just can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't right now. But for those of you that are in with me, y'all gonna get an invitation to something that's gonna be very powerful, and you'll never forget this experience for the rest of your life. You're never gonna forget it. I need. My Patreon is already launched. I just have to go and upload everything. As I am the realest to ever do it. That is my Patreon channel. I just got to go in there and add the correct pricing on there. So don't you fools go up in there and sign up all fast and shit. Don't do it, because I'm going to shut you down. Okay? You're going to see where it says the channel is now active and ready to go. You'll see me post that somewhere on there. Just keep checking for it, but I will be putting those meditations up on the actual Patreon. You know what it was? I just hadn't set up all the financial information for the damn thing yet. That's all. I just ain't set it up yet. You know, but now I'm setting it up and get everything situated, because Patreon is looking a lot different now. They got some things going on over there that I really like. I even like the fact that I can do some pretty dope exclusive lives over there at that Patreon, where I can talk about things over there that I can't talk about here. Okay? So, yes. Come to England already. We need you. You got to book me, baby. You got to book me. You down? Yeah, they still gonna go sign up because they hard-headed. They hard-headed. Now, let me give you some hints for the 2024 predictions. You all ready? I'm gonna give you a couple drops. Just a couple ding-ding-ding-ding-dings. Just a ding-ding. That's that. My energy is powerful. You can feel it. Thank you, baby. Noni Kai told you to hit her up. This Noni Kai is my booking agent, so you can hit her up. And she just posted it right there. Book at Noni Kai. And she's also in my profile as contact person. If you want to get at me to book me to do anything, you go through her. And she'll set it up. She said, "Oh, sucky socks." Oh, and I want to give a shout out to Noni Kai, also known as 13 Artistry. I want to give a shout out to her, and I'm gonna tell you why. Noni Kai is nice on them source readings, y'all. She nice with that shit, fam. She be channeling source. Okay? She channels source the same way Aaron Lyons channels source, okay? Alright? She can channel source. She can channel several different beings that are actually known out here. Noni can channel them. Okay? Make sure you hit her up to get a source reading, because she's really dope. So I want to give her a shout out. And make sure y'all go follow her too, because she's a sweet soul. Okay? Yeah, she nice with it. She nice with it. You know, I don't mind giving shouts out. You know me, I'll spread the love. I ain't no hater. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no hater. I'm gonna spread it out there. If I feel like your talents is on the level and you need to be known, I'm gonna definitely shout you out heavy. Okay? Noni Kai, post your IG. They're asking for your IG. Post it. Shouts out to Mimi Faust. Hey, Mimi. I don't even know. Mimi, do you remember? I don't know if you remember or not, but I used to talk to you back in the day when I was living in Atlanta. I talked to you a couple times, but it's good to see you again, sis. Noni Kai, 13 Artistry is her name. You see it right there where it says 13 Artistry? That's her name. And she also has one, I think it is Noni Kai, and 13 Artistry. She has 2 pages. I thought it was Kai Management, though. That was the other one. Yes. So, okay, guys. So, I'm really excited, but I want to tell y'all about some things that's coming in 2024. Number 1, there is going to be an attack on the United States. I'm letting y'all know right now, okay? And I'm just giving you little bits and pieces of what I'm going to talk about for the 2024 predictions on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know, find me on YouTube. I am the realest to ever do it on YouTube. And go get yourself subscribed. because you do not want to miss that. That is not the live that you want to miss. The last one I did is over 100,000 views on that thing. Okay? And everything that I talked about has manifested this year. That's the reason why I didn't do any more predictions after that. I put out so much information in that one that the stuff that I talked about in that one is still happening right now. And remember, March to March. Okay? March is the beginning of the new year, not January. Okay? So, there is going to be an attack on the United States. There's going to be a couple attacks on the United States. I'm letting y'all know right now. Number 2, there is a blackout that is going to hit the United States. Okay? Now, the Obama's putting that out there. That's predictive programming. Y'all know what that is. However, I talked about this already a year ago. I told y'all that was coming. A year ago, long before they put this movie out. Okay? So I do suggest that you guys start preparing. It definitely is on the horizon. Okay? You are also going to see some unbelievable things that you thought you would never see in your lifetime. Okay? There's going to be a lot of spectacular things, and it's going to be up to you to be able to discern blue beam versus the real deal. They're going to try to bring blue beam men to cause a lot of confusion. This is the reason why I told you tap into your heart space and start feeling and start practicing feeling more than ever. Okay? So you can discern. You should be able to discern. Make sure you're spending a lot of time in nature. Make sure you're grounding with the earth. Make sure you're grounding with Gaia. That is very important. The grounding part is very, very important. One, so you won't be deceived by anything else out here that you're talking to or that you're channeling. You won't be able to be deceived because you're grounded. Okay? It's cute to be up in the realms, but you live here. And you got affairs to handle here. And you have an earthly body. So until you leave this body, okay? Until you leave this body, you need to spend as much time here on earth as you do in the cosmos to keep yourself balanced out. Spend as much time in nature, ground with her until you can feel Mother Gaia's heartbeat. You'll feel a pulse. Once you feel that pulse as you're grounding, you want to stay there and you want to visualize her grounding you and pulling the roots up and pulling you in. It is imperative. I ground at least 3 or 4 times a week. Okay? And I'm still not where I'm supposed to be at. And I'm still grounded. Okay? You have to ground. I know it's cold up there in the United States where y'all are. It's nice where I'm at. Okay? It's 86 degrees all year round where I'm at. Okay? But you better figure something out when it comes to your grounding. If it's cold where you are, you can also walk in a foresty area. Walk a nature trail. Anything that's going to get you tapped into nature. Just you doing something as simple as walking in nature will get you grounded. Y'all ever heard of the nature baths? How when you walk in, you feel like you just got cleansed off? You kind of want to get in that space. So if you can find a natural nature trail somewhere, walk it. That's grounding. You still plant your feet on the ground in Florida? What's the weather like down there, though? Shouts out to Frequency 13. I see you, family. The weather's flexing. Hugging trees is fantastic. Hugging trees is fantastic. Now, I want to bring some things to you guys' attention because some of you guys that are operating on a certain frequency, you're going to understand me. Some of you guys that are not operating on a certain frequency are not going to understand me, and that's okay. But I need to say this. You really got to be careful about the messages that you're receiving from speakers, and you really have to be careful about the messages that you're reciting from things that you heard from other speakers. Okay? There is a war program that has been installed on a lot of people that watch specific speakers. What do I mean by war program? If you feel the need to go out here in war, If the first thing that you want to do is go out here and F something up, or your resolution to problems is doing those types of things, that is what you call war programming. I'm going to let you know right now what the direction and the movement and the way the planet is going right now with the energies coming down upon the planet. There's no time to make those types of mistakes. There's no time for you to even engage in that type of energy. You have to separate yourself from it. It is imperative. War programming, division programming, it is imperative that you remove yourself from that. Because there are certain agendas that are being pushed out there. And some people think they're putting it out there for the greater good, but the problem is that the people that are putting the information out there are not discerning the energy on the planet. That's the problem. The people are not discerning the energy that's on the planet. So what's happening is that there is a great sweep that's happening. The sweeping's been going on since 2020. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But this is more along the lines of planetary sweeps. This is more along the lines of those who do not have the capacity to hold certain energies anymore. This is for those who are so dense in their energy that when these higher frequencies come into play, it literally will put you down. You cannot operate in that space anymore. You have to get rid of the dense energy if you think that you're going, in order for you to actually survive the energies that are coming on the planet at this time. You have got to remove the dense energy. You have got to remove the war programming, and you have got to remove the actual division programming. Now, I am putting together some meditations that's going to assist you in actually removing the war programming, and you will literally feel this shit being lifted out of your crown chakra. You will physically feel this actually being lifted out of your body. You're going to see things a whole lot clearer than you have before. Okay? Division programming will also have to be uninstalled. This also is going to require you to do a certain amount of healing to find out why these things are so important to you in the first place. If you're still operating out of old trauma, it's time to heal that dense energy. And I need you to understand that you are not in your past anymore. You are now in the present. It is imperative that you stay present. Present. Not the past, not the future, because it hasn't happened yet. And there's too many different variables with the future. But being present. If you start to see yourself going back, well, I was treated like this in the past and this, that, and the third. What's that got to do with me, and what's that got to do with the present? And are you dealing with the same people, and are you dealing with the same energy? So before you start running back to your past, I'm going to need you to come forth to your present and stay there. That is what's going to bring you joy and happiness all the time, is when you can stay yourself and keep yourself in the present. And if you're around people that trigger you, that make you want to go back to your past, then you need to get rid of those individuals. So you can have peace in your heart space. Who said meat was going to have anybody ascend? Who you talking about? I don't know who you talking about, fam. Who said anything about eating meat, and why are you talking about that on here? I didn't get a chance to see the meteor shower. I have a lime green aura. So let me tell you what that is. That is the love frequency. Okay? When you see the green aura, that is the love frequency. Yes. Hey, it's so much bigger than what you eat, family. We need to live on that. We need to do a live on that. Quinn, I wanted to show you my photos of me for projecting onto a UFO. My cousin took a picture. I've been trying to have you give me a breakdown for a minute. Did you send me the picture via the DM? You see the aura. Well, thank you, baby. Well, they're not calling it the goddess particle, because of course they don't want to put that out there, but they're calling it a ray, a particular ray that came down that landed in Utah. The particles landed in Utah. And basically they're saying that this ray is 10 times bigger, 10 to 15 or 20 times stronger than the original God particle, the goddess particle. Okay? Let me educate you guys, and I'm going to explain something to you. And I'm going to tell you the same thing the source told me. Okay? And fellas, you're going to have to get on board, because it's happening whether you want to accept it or not. The goddesses is who runs the cosmos, contrary to what you've been trained to think. Contrary to what you've been trained to think. Okay? The goddesses run the cosmos and always have ran the cosmos. The gods are there to serve and protect and to assist the goddesses in their task and what it is that they have to accomplish. That's what the gods are supposed to do. That's what the masculines are supposed to do. Okay? So I'm relaying this message to you because you're going to start seeing more and more women in positions of power. It's going to continue to keep happening. I wouldn't be surprised in 2024 if some kind of way, in a miraculous way, that you see Kamala Harris become president in some kind of miraculous kind of way. Okay? Would not be surprised. And should that happen, that's going to be a very clear sign for all of you about what's happening on this planet. Okay? Now, ladies, let me say this one thing. Because there is a lot of positioning and a lot of switching around. There's been a lot of shifting, but there has also been a lot of switching around. Okay? You're going to start seeing more and more women in positions of CEO positions, all these Fortune 500 companies. You're going to see a lot more women in positions of power all over the damn place. Why is this happening? Because it's time. The age of Aquarius. The energy calls for it. Source is calling for it. The great mothers are calling for it. And if there's any masculines out here that choose to go against that energy, then they will have to deal with the consequences of what comes with that. Unfortunately. You have a lot of dark mothers, dark goddesses. When I say dark, I'm talking about dark energy that is put in place for specific positions to ensure that the things take place will take place. And if that means that some folks got to get wiped out, then that's what it means. If it means that certain people have to be removed off the planet, then that's what it means. But order shall be restored, and balance shall be restored. Okay? But ladies, let me just say this one thing. For those of you that are getting in positions of power, you are not to do things the same way that the men did it in the past. You will also be learning how to operate in your heart space, or you will not have your positions. So don't get in these spaces with a logical mindset, trying to bring the same crap that we already been dealing with. You're supposed to bring love and creativity into the spaces that you're going into now, to facilitate healing, to facilitate a different way of going about things, to remove all this death and destruction programming that we've been under for all this time. I want to be clear when I say this to you. Know your place when you receive your position. Know your role and act accordingly. And step into your role as the divine goddesses that you are. And the masculines will have no choice but to follow suit, whether they want to hear it or they don't. Okay? It's okay that they're not hearing me, and I'm okay with that. You know me, I'm quick to say, argue with your mama. Don't argue with me, because I'm not going to argue with you. Nah, you can't go into it. You don't know. Any woman that's operating her masculine will not be in that position very long, because that's not what that's there for. I'm letting y'all ladies know right now. Y'all better get to working and get to healing. Y'all better get to working and get to healing, because we don't need the same energy perpetuating the same things. So I'm letting y'all know right now, the masculines who's not with the program and the women who have their masculine energy at the forefront who's not with the program, goodbye. If you're fighting against unity consciousness, if you're fighting against the law of one, if you're a promoter of division, or any of that type of stuff, goodbye. You will not be needed. It's not what the planet wants. And that also means that you're not vibrating on the correct frequency. So if you're not vibrating on the correct frequency, the earth is just going to remove you right on up out of here naturally on its own. It's not that anything has to happen to you in terms of somebody doing something to you. It's the fact that your energy is so dense and your heart space is not open that you're not going to be able to handle the frequencies that are coming down on this planet. Automatically knocking you out by default. You're just going to knock yourself right on up out of here. Okay? My mom was always in her masculine energy, and it's no wonder why I can't be around her too long. Yes. It's good to see you too, DJ Fab, the illest. Goddess running the cosmos comes as a diss to unbalanced men. It seems so foreign, but ask how long have we been living a lie? Well, it's not a diss. It's just facts. I've seen it with my own eyes in my meditations. I've seen it. Source broke that whole thing down to me. And it's been this way. Here's the funny thing about this thing, guys, and this is what I need you to understand. There's some information I'm going to have to disseminate even to the Yoruba tribe. There's stuff that they don't even know as far as what has happened. But here's what I'm going to tell you. The stories that you guys were told about how things came to be is straight distortion. There has been hella attempts, even by the gods themselves in the cosmos, to wipe out any presence of the Divine Mother or the Divine Feminine as having any type of power to anything. Hence, you only pray to a male god without ever applying the Divine Feminine principle. When it's the Divine Feminine principle or the goddess or the Great Mother who actually is the one that responds to you first. So you haven't called on the Divine Mother because you've been so used to calling on the Divine Father. The Father, the masculine energy, operates through his logical mind. But if you really want to feel, you call on the Divine Mother and you will feel her presence. Okay, babies? You call on the Divine Mother, the Mother who's always been there. She's always been with us. And make no mistake when I tell you that she is the Most High. You just were never told this. Every story you've ever written about, wrote about, or read about was always about dogging the Divine Feminine. She can't speak her voice because certain men don't want to hear that. A woman needs to stay in her place. A woman needs to take care of the household. A woman needs to do this and do that. All that programming, all that dangerous programming, Muna ga shika na kopono gia shikita na makata te kono bokotura aki ka shiki na katara bokono koto maka shiki na rakotoroko mura maka shiki da bakotoroko no makata kati ya kata bokotoroko. I got 6 seconds ringing on this live. Thank you guys very much for listening.